L'UFC 260 présente un récit épique. Deux géants aux origines opposées. Mais motivés par les mêmes rêves de championnat.
This man is a special person. He's a special athlete. His success in the octagon has been nothing short of extraordinary. The only thing that's missing is the UFC title.
Stipe Miocic, one of the most accomplished heavyweight champions in UFC history.
He really wants to go down as the best ever.
Le détenteur du titre des poids lourds, Stipe Miocic, un ouvrier pur laine.
He's an incredibly hard worker, still an active firefighter, maintains that job while a world champion.
Garde sa famille près de lui.
A phenomenal human being and a perfect example of what you would aspire a champion to be.
Et les attraits du végétariat à bonne distance.
You know what happened when I connect.
Alors que l'aspirant colossal Francis Ngannou
3, 2, 1, action!
s'ouvre à la gloire et la richesse.
Nice one, Francis. That's great.
Le réfugié camerounais profite maintenant des primes qu'il croyait inatteignables.
He's one of the craziest stories in all of sports. I mean, it's almost like he's a character in a movie.
Mais le triomphe ultime lui échappe il y a 3 ans.
Francis the Predator Ngannou on the cusp of superstardom.
L'essai de Ngannou pour s'emparer du titre de l'UFC est bloqué par le vrai roi.
Goodness gracious. Stipe Miocic has survived and conquered Francis Ngannou tonight.
Depuis, Miocic et Ngannou n'ont jamais été bien loin l'un de l'autre.
Ngannou's whole mindset changed.
Oh, he got hurt.
That's it. That's his heart. Ngannou closes the show. Oh, my goodness. Francis Ngannou. Oh, my God. Too much.
I want the title shot back. I need some respect now. I deserve it.
Et à l'UFC 260 à Las Vegas, ils vont de nouveau converger vers l'octogone.
This matchup right here personifies the art of war.
Stipe Miocic has this pride and responsibility to be the heavyweight champion. It's taken his whole game and confidence seemingly to a new level.
I don't care how tough you are, man, how strong you are.
Oh, good right hand by Stipe. Oh, we tagged him again.
The first fight is going to be on his mind.
Ngannou looks lost.
Just wearing Ngannou out.
And it should be, because it's going to happen again.
Stipe Miocic retains his UFC heavyweight title.
There's gonna be a new version of me.
Francis Ngannou is more than ready. He's better. And when he lands, it's good night.
He's too powerful.
Oh! Francis Ngannou!
And I'm gonna become a heavyweight champ.
He has an opportunity to exact revenge.
I'm back. I have some surprise for you.
Aging Stipe Miocic, Francis Ngannou is coming.
La demi-finale opposera le champion des poids plumes, Alexander Volkanovski.
The pace, the power, the aggression, the confidence, all those things are there.
Et l'un des plus prolifiques finisseurs de la catégorie, Brian Ortega.
Huge knee by Ortega.
Does it tap? Oh! Knockdown for Ortega! T-City!
Mais avant la tenue de cet événement plus grand que nature dans la capitale du combat, préparez-vous d'abord au décompte vers l'UFC 260. Le premier événement à la carte de 2018 inclut une finale chez les poids lourds fort anticipée. Entre champions en quête du record de défense de titre,
ladies and gentlemen, the heavyweight champion of the world, Stipe Miocic.
Et un aspirant différent de tout ce qu'on a déjà vu dans ce sport.
Versus the #1 heavyweight contender of the world, Francis Ngannou. Francis Ngannou has the world record for the most powerful punch.
That left uppercut was nasty.
His punch is the equivalent to 96 horsepower, which is equal to getting hit by a Ford Escort going as fast as it can.
Good Lord.
And it's more powerful than a 12-pound sledgehammer swung full force from overhead.
Oh! Picked him off his feet.
Holy
Stipe, not one hint of intimidation or anything like that?
No, that's what I signed up for. I don't want to be intimidated with another man. I mean, there's a reason why the
Don't lie,
Yeah, I'm
Stipe, don't
saying.
lie. You know what happened when I connect.
Francis Ngannou!
Stipe, with so much hype for Francis, I mean, has it bothered you?
No, I don't care. I mean, honestly, I'm used to being the underdog. I don't mind being the underdog because I like shutting people up. I love shutting people up. I think before I even started fighting, and I just love shutting people up my whole life. You know, here we are now.
Le meilleur poids lourd de l'histoire n'est pas un Goliath des temps modernes ou un magnifique Adonis, mais juste un pompier de l'Ohio. C'est peut-être pour ça que Stipe Miocic est rarement le favori des parieurs quand il se bat.
Don't do anything but distance first. Why don't you just move around with them like your boxers?
You know, Stipe's been an underdog before when he shouldn't have been. We don't care, though, really. I don't give a... Doesn't matter to me.
There you go. Nice double pivot. Keep that target moving. Your head's a target for him. Keep it moving. Very nice.
But with Stipe, that eats at him. He's very competitive, and he knows where he belongs.
Born and raised in Cleveland, Ohio.
The opportunity of a lifetime for the proud Croatian.
Miocic now trying to counter with his own right hand. He has him rocked. This fight is over.
There it is again. And nice tight right hand. There you go. Speed on the right hand. Point of origin, right where it's from.
Powerful, athletic, continues to grow.
Always a step ahead of somebody, not a step behind.
And his camp really believes he's going to surprise people.
Oh, good right hand by Stipe. That's it. That's it. He's screaming at Dana White. Give me my shot. Give me my shot.
Hey, that's good. Now reset. Nice job.
I mean, if you look over his career, the amount of opponents that he beat at such a high level was amazing.
I have never seen a champion this confident the week of a fight.
That's it! Stipe Miocic is the new UFC heavyweight champion!
I'm a world champ! Cleveland, we got champion, baby!
How do we finish? Get back on it. Get back on it.
The path to the UFC heavyweight title still goes through Cleveland, Ohio.
He has so many skills that a lot of people haven't seen, and sometimes these unique fights bring them out.
Hey, that's how you is. Nice job.
Francis Ngannou obtient son combat pour le titre contre Miocic grâce à un KO contre Alistair Overeem. Mais saisir cette occasion de championnat ne lui laisse que quelques semaines de préparation.
Francis, there was obviously a very short turnaround. Have you had time to add anything new to your game?
The training camp is not the time to learn more technique. It's just the time to set up the game plan and then have a good training.
France, I hear that you're going to be traveling to Paris. Why are you going to Paris so close to the fight, just around the corner?
You know, we're just going to work for the strategy, the last part of the training, before come back and do the job.
That was my first time dealing with media and obligation.
Talk to me about training so quickly after the Detroit fight and how you jumped right back into training camp.
And 3, 2, 1, action.
In a short period of time, I was going to New York, Boston, doing media.
Hi, my name is Michael from TMZ. ABC Radio, ABC Sports. We're being joined by Francis Ngannou.
Francis, what do you think of the fact that you're getting more of the attention than the champ?
From there, come to the PI.
We're rolling.
Can you just do it one more time, please? Looks great.
Right after that, I went in France. I had to set my alarm at 1 or 2 a.m. to do a conference with Stipe.
I want to welcome everybody to the UFC 220 media conference call.
That was a lot.
Very excited for this week. I mean, this is obviously a huge opportunity. It's been a long time in the making.
I think that Francis Ngannou can become the next biggest thing in France as well.
Stipe, what he presents as a fighter.
Do you have plans after this fight to go home to Cameroon?
What was the first thing you bought that you were like, yes?
Now, you're actually the favorite in this fight, but you're going for the belt.
When I get to the title fight, I want that pressure to stop.
Francis the Predator Ngannou, potentially on the cusp of superstardom. First, he must get through the reigning defending champion, Stipe Miocic.
Even though I wanted to win the fight, I was just like, let's finish with this as soon as possible.
Stipe and Francis, it shall be done right now.
There are are so many questions about this guy. We don't know how he fights off his back. We don't know how he deals with adversity. We've had every question answered about Stipe Miocic, except one. Can he turn back the hurricane of Francis Ngannou? And we're about to find out.
I was just going there to smash him like he was nobody.
Ngannou looking for big bombs.
Goodness. Oh, big right hand over the top for Ngannou.
And I never approach a fight like that.
Oh, he got tagged. Oh, big shot by Stipe over the top.
It was a different me fighting that fight.
Oh, good right hand by Stipe. Oh!
Right over the top of the jab.
Beautiful right hand by the champion.
Beautiful time takedown. And this is where we see what Ngannou is made of.
Patient! Be patient! Wear him down!
This is where Stipe is looking to dominate the entire fight from this position right here.
Hammer fist by the champ. Ngannou looks lost. He does not seem to know what to do here.
Ngannou visibly fatigued as he gets back to his feet.
Nice 1-2.
Oh, he's hurt.
Goodness gracious.
Stipe shoots again.
Oh! Wow!
What an awesome first round.
And look at Francis Ngannou labor back to his feet.
Francis looks exhausted. He looks bewildered.
The weight in his body that he's feeling right now is incredible. That's the first round. We call that adrenaline dump.
I want you to stay outside of his punches, not inside. When he comes hard, change your level, take him down again.
Ready to go here for round 2.
All the momentum is on the champion side right now.
Good shot by Miocic. And he gets Ngannou down again.
He's just wearing Ngannou out.
But if Francis, he catches you clean on that chin, you're out.
Ngannou is still dangerous.
Big right for Ngannou.
You know, if you be smart and keep your head down and keep your hands up, you're gonna go a long way.
Ngannou's just eating punches here. He's in big trouble.
He's tired of being tired.
He's very dangerous, but so am I. And I'm gonna go out there swinging.
And Stipe's just dropping bombs on him here.
Yes, keep it going. Yes, sir, good job.
It has been all Stipe Miocic here tonight. Francis Ngannou has had no answers.
You couldn't have mapped out a better way to fight Francis Ngannou than the way Stipe's doing it right now.
I just weathered the storm and found my openings and, won the fight.
They are standing and cheering in Boston. Stipe Miocic has survived and conquered Francis Ngannou tonight.
Showed me that I know I belong here.
You made history tonight, Stipe. You became the first man to defend the heavyweight title 3 times in the history of the sport. Congratulations for cementing your position as the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world in a very, very tough fight.
I know I can keep the title for a long time.
They're all still chasing the most decorated heavyweight champion of all time, Stipe Miocic.
En janvier 2018,
Good head movement by Stipe.
Stipe Miocic devient le premier homme à battre Francis Ngannou dans l'UFC.
Oh, he's hurt!
Et le premier à défendre le titre des poids lourds 3 fois de suite.
The most decorated heavyweight champion in UFC history.
Mais dans ce domaine, les choses peuvent changer vite.
Never before has a UFC light heavyweight champion moved up to challenge the active heavyweight champion.
Ainsi, au combat suivant, Miocic perd tout, après un seul coup de Daniel Cormier.
UFC history!
Out of nowhere!
Daniel Cormier is the UFC heavyweight champion!
Beyond stunning. So crazy.
I gotta tell you, man, when you get in the fighting game, watching it is difficult.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be so nervous for your fight. And by the way, the nature of heavyweights.
It happens, man. It's part of the game. That's why the sport's so. That's why a lot of people love the sport.
But people really underestimate smarts. They really do.
Yeah.
I think they value skills. I do think they underestimate your strategy. I think that's the story of your career.
The former UFC heavyweight champion, Stipe Miocic, making the walk here tonight. His team has made a lot of adjustments. Longest layoff of Stipe's professional career ends here and now. With that, the rematch is upon us.
It's a mental game as much as it's a physical game.
His corner insists he's not just faster, but also stronger.
They grossly underestimate the you're actually doing in that ring.
Yeah, that's all right. I'm used to it by this point.
Cormier continues to be the aggressor and close the distance here. Oh, huge right. Likely 3-0 for the champ.
It's a beautiful thing to watch. It's extremely thoughtful.
Thanks, big guy. I appreciate that. It means a lot, honestly.
Un combat revanche immédiat contre Cormier démontre que MIOCIC est aussi intelligent que puissant.
If you're inside, slide around the right in the angle, and let's work from there, okay?
Il s'attaque à des lacunes de Cormier qui sont repérées au milieu du combat.
Do it, baby! You got it!
Stipe got hit with everything but the kitchen sink and stayed in that fight. Then whoever told him to start going to the body the way it was brilliant.
Oh, another hard left hand to the body Stipe's land.
Switch it up! Get that jab going now! And then go to your big stuff!
And now he's made the adjustment. Intelligent from Stipe there.
Come around the corner, Stipe! Come around those angles! Move! There you go! Move!
So some tactical changes here for MIOCIC. Oh, no! Right hand up top! Cormier in trouble! Oh, DC in the world of trouble! He is dead!
That's it!
Stipe exacts his revenge! MIOCIC is getting the belt back!
MIOCIC persiste et signe lors du combat décisif contre Cormier, où il s'avère plus stratégique et même plus agile.
As big as Stipe is, he looks lighter than he did in either of the past two matchups that they've had. He looks more lean, he looks lighter.
Big right from MIOCIC.
Every fight you adjust, even if you fought him before. Even with the DC fight, from second to third, first, second, third, I always change the stuff, making things different, working on things he's good at.
Control the arm! You got him! Control the arm! That's what I'm talking about!
There's a lot of things we're working on that are a lot different, and I knew he was going to bring it.
Stipe's just sees it now, and now he's made the adjustments. That's what's so cool about these matchups 3 times in a row. That's what's so hard about rematches.
It feels great to be put it behind me.
Well, Stipe Miocic has spent 3 years, Joe, focusing almost exclusively on Daniel Cormier.
3 years going back and forth, and he got me the first time, then got him the last 2.
And to take the last 2 in this series is just incredible, and he stands right now as the greatest UFC heavyweight of all time.
La route vers la gloire de l'UFC est terrifiante. Et la quête permanente de Francis Ngannou est légendaire. De réfugiés africains à boxeurs français, à combattants d'arts martiaux mixtes de Las Vegas.
From the humblest beginnings in Petit Cameroon to a brief stint as a homeless man in Paris, France, to the greatest show in mixed martial arts, UFC heavyweight contender Francis Ngannou, who tonight will try to become the UFC's first African-born champion.
Mais l'aspirant autodidacte se retrouve dans un combat de championnat auquel il n'est pas prêt.
Dominant decision for Stipe.
Et rebondir lui prend du temps.
Francis seems completely averse to getting hit. If you would have told me that it would be 3 minutes into the first round and Ngannou never even threw a shot, I would say you were crazy.
When I look back at it, I feel upset.
People oftentimes are not the same after a loss.
I was still very new in the sport.
We're just seeing a very timid, cautious fighter now.
I didn't have as much experience and I was questioning myself.
We might not ever see that old Francis Ngannou again.
It was just a lot going on.
Quelque chose doit changer. Ngannou entre donc en contact avec la légende de Las Vegas, MIOCIC, dans l'espoir de reprendre la forme.
Sharp rounds, yeah. Scored him when he wanted him, right? Put him on his butt, tie legs up. Great job on the backside, covering the hips. Everything that we were working on, yeah. Counter the kicks, everything was at him, so. Oh, breaking all my toys, man.
Après 2 défaites consécutives, ils établissent un parcours vers la rédemption.
There we go. Moving, moving, nice and light. We're bouncing.
Et leur voie vers un combat revanche contre MIOCIC est le principal objectif à chaque étape.
Nice. Hey, we're halfway, Bubba. Stipe's the greatest to ever do it at the heavyweight division. Good, let's reset. Let's go. You're good. Back up to your feet. You got a minute to go, Francis. So anything that we did, we had his name in our mind. Go ahead, little damage. Make him work his way up. Good. Good, Wizard. That a kid. Circle, circle out that cage. My man.
Tonight,
is about rediscovering the form that got all of our tongues wagging and proving to his fans, Dan, he is still a threat and a man to get behind.
But there's a lot of pressure coming into the octagon tonight because he needs this win. Oh!
I want heavy on the hips, Francis.
I'm looking for revenge against Stipe Miocic. That fight, I didn't do it well, and I really want to fix it.
We prepared for fights, but we were also trying to chip away at the ideas and concepts of what we wanted to work on with Stipe.
Oh, Velasquez is hurt. NGANNOU closes the show.
I'm back. As I said before, I'm back. And you're gonna see me around.
And you gotta think at some point NGANNOU is gonna find himself in a championship scenario, and sooner rather than later. Francis NGANNOU! Too much for JDS tonight!
You have to spend as much time as you can really trying to dissect one of the best to ever do it.
Maybe he got to his title fight a little early, right? So he seems to be coming up on the completed version of who Francis NGANNOU is supposed to be.
I hope the UFC gonna realize that I deserve the title shot right now.
Après 4 KO au premier round, impossible de refuser à NGANNOU un combat revanche contre Miocic.
He's worked his way back. Stipe versus Francis is next.
Il disputera donc la finale de l'UFC 260.
And he's got the opportunity that he's been campaigning for a long time.
La capitale du combat est un lieu approprié pour le poids lourd numéro 1 au monde.
Make your fist.
Et l'aspirant de l'UFC, Francis NGANNOU, exploite sans cesse les options de divertissement sans fin qu'offre Las Vegas.
This one, the Ferrari 488 Pista.
$540,000 right there.
Aujourd'hui, ça veut dire expérimenter la conduite de l'un des bolides les plus puissants au monde.
At Exotics Racing here, we have about 50 exotic cars. It's kind of a playground for adults based on motorsports.
Sport car, they are not meant for big guys like me, but you know, I find my way to fit in.
Come on. Bro, we're gonna need a can opener to get your ass out of this thing.
Looking good. Let's enter the track. Here we go. Turn across. And shift up. On the right. There we go.
I was quite nervous, but I had a good instructor. I trusted him and everything that he said.
Get on touch, get up here. Turn. Not yet, Francis, not yet. Oh, straight in. There you go. And accelerate. Go. There you go. All the way to the left. Go for it.
Hitting harder than you ever felt. Give my all until there's nothing left. Go for broke, this is not a joke. I can only hope to take another step. Moving closer. I'm just doing what I'm supposed to. They don't call me the beginner. They just call me the closer.
Francis did a 58.7 seconds, which is quite good for first time. But as long as you're under a minute, that means you're doing things right.
How's that?
Oh. Oh, that was fun.
Have fun.
The drifting, I wasn't driving the car, so it was just cool to see the sensation, and it was awesome.
You ain't seen nothing yet. You ain't seen nothing yet. You ain't seen nothing yet. I'm as real as it comes, real as it gets. You think you ready, but you ain't seen nothing yet.
I always like fast cars. Everybody loves fast cars. As long as you are not going to get ticket.
What do you think, Bob?
Yeah.
That was fun. That was crazy.
Fun stuff.
Alors que NGANNOU est maintenant bien adapté à la prospérité, Stipe Miocic n'a jamais eu à s'acclimater à cet air raréfié. Même comme champion du monde des poids lourds, le natif de Cleveland continue de travailler sans relâche.
No one has the commitment like this guy. He represents himself as a champion on every level. And you know, a lot of people want to dethrone the champion. And isn't that what it's all about? They just don't know what they're walking up against.
Stipe Miocic is the man right now at present.
He is the tried, true, and proven.
À l'UFC 260, le meilleur champion des poids lourds de l'histoire affrontera de nouveau Francis Ngannou.
He is the hunted, but everybody's talking about the hunter, the predator, Francis Ngannou.
La motivation demeure élevée, même devant un défi qui semble identique.
The difference is he looks like a human, whereas Francis Ngannou looks like a superhero who has just lit this division on fire. That's it!
He's been on a tear.
Through a spectacular run of top contenders in the heavyweight division by brutal knockout.
Got people left and right.
And even scarier, Ngannou. I think you have to give him that shot for sure next.
This is a man that is constantly progressing and evolving.
He's unstoppable. He's knocking everyone out.
With his 4th consecutive vicious first-round knockout.
And he's going to knock me out, and it's going to be a different outcome.
He wants one more shot at Stipe.
Nope, it's going to be the same outcome, me winning.
Stipe is saying, wait a second, I take out everybody in the division without a problem.
Oh, now a right hand up top.
I don't get it.
You think about the guys he's beaten, what he's done. He's defended the title more than any man in history.
And Stipe is quite frankly pissed off that people are saying this guy can be the champion.
All the doubters. Stipe seems to have been reignited.
Stipe and Francis, it shall be done.
Let's keep working. Big punch at the top.
I have changed a lot. The time between my first fight with Stipe and now
He's better. He seems to be training harder.
Aggressive here, Francis. Go!
is almost the time that I've been doing the sport.
This dude has always been a fantastic athlete.
I'm twice what I was skill-wise, experience-wise.
But now you're starting to see the completed version of Francis.
I'm the better fighter, and that's what I'm about to prove.
But Stipe Miocic is the greatest heavyweight of all time. There's no argument.
I'm going to do what I do.
What a way to bolster his legacy.
I'm walking out, and still.
The heavyweight championship is upon us.
En 2018, un Hawaïen effronté du nom de Max Holloway émerge comme l'un des meilleurs champions des poids plumes jamais vus dans l'UFC.
Holloway's pouring it on. He's melting, that's it.
Max Holloway has defended his undisputed featherweight championship.
What a performance by Max Holloway.
The winning streak is a dozen.
Ainsi, quand un jeune loup du nom de Brian Ortega fait une entrée fracassante avec une fiche invaincue et 7 fins de combat avant la limite de suivre,
Beautiful, he tapped. Huge knee by Ortega.
Brian T. City Ortega is still undefeated.
leur combat hivernal au Canada attire l'attention.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Toronto, where the local time is 12:35 p.m. Thanks again for flying with us. Have a pleasant day.
Too much happened in that fight. A lot of problems, a lot of stress with internal issues. I jumped into a frozen pool.
1, 2, 3. Restand.
While we were like really dehydrated, our immune system was low. People say you can't get sick because of that. They're saying you did. Now we're just fighting, all this. Basically, the next day I wake up, I feel like I can't eat, my weight's not going up, and I have to fight.
Brian T. City Ortega, 25 minutes or fewer away from realizing a UFC featherweight title. This is a huge moment. You look around this arena and it's absolutely packed. Everybody's going crazy. This is a lot of pressure. You're undefeated, and here you are facing Max Holloway, who's on a 12-fight win streak, dominating this division for years. We're going to learn a lot about how Brian Ortega handles the biggest pressure. It's a whole lot riding on this young man right now.
I get out there and this guy is just a monster.
Oh, stunned him clean.
This guy is just on fire.
Nice.
Oh, there it goes.
Holloway. Strong start for the champion.
Second round, he broke my nose.
Ooh.
Oh, man. Oh, he's bleeding bad.
Mouth is wide open now because he can't breathe out of his nose.
T-City, though, trying. He's throwing punches.
Ortega is still in this, folks.
Third round, I cracked my finger in half.
Oh, good combination from Ortega. That got Max's attention.
Broke it. used my other hand, fractured my other hand.
We got a fight. Oh, back elbow.
We're going to the 4th round.
Round 4 of a possible 5.
I rolled my ankle.
He's making Ortega miss badly in this round. For every one that Ortega lands, Max is landing 3 or 4 punches at a time. He's hurt. They might not let him come out for round 5, yo.
Insane.
Oh, that eye is bad.
4th round ends. Doctors in there, everyone's looking at me. I'm like, this is already starting to look bad.
They're talking to the doctor right now. That might be it.
And he calls it off.
Fight's over. Fight's over. They're stopping it. That's it. That's it.
Max Holloway has retained his UFC featherweight championship.
It's a weird feeling because you're sad that you lost, but you're happy that it's over.
Brian Ortega unable to enter the horn for a 5th round.
And they were trying to keep it going. The doctor said no way. The heart of Brian Ortega, you just can't deny it. And that, unfortunately, sometimes gets great fighters in trouble.
It was a very appreciated learning lesson in my career now that I look at it. And that's what this game is, you know? You learn your lessons, and you either stay behind or you learn from them and you move forward.
Après le combat contre Ortega,
Max Holloway trying to remain the hunted at 145 pounds.
Max Holloway poursuit sa série victorieuse comme champion des poids plumes.
Well, the Blessed Express coming down the tracks showing no signs of slowing down.
Jusqu'à ce qu'il affronte Alexander Volkanovski.
Most men have caved under his pace and his pressure, but one guy who says he will not suffer that fate is the title challenger Alexander Volkanovski.
Un ancien champion de la Ligue de rugby australienne qui, après sa transition dans les arts martiaux mixtes, a le dessus sur l'un des meilleurs poids plumes de l'histoire.
You know, he's beaten Chad Mendes, he's beaten Jose Aldo, and he's beaten them with this relentless, marauding style with legitimate knockout power.
En route vers le titre mondial de l'UFC.
Max Holloway has been dominating this division for years. He's got amazing endurance and ability to make a fighter fight at his pace and fight his style.
Max is a great fighter. There's a reason why he was a champion. But, you know, I just had to show that I'm up there with the best.
Max Holloway, a guy who has the highest volume of strikes of anybody in the division.
You may hit numbers, but you ain't hitting them numbers on me.
Volkanovski is the real deal because he is keeping up and matching the pace of Max Holloway, something we have not seen people do very often.
You ain't gonna just do what you want in there. You ain't gonna have fun in there. You're gonna have a puzzle in front of you. You need to figure out, you need to make adjustments. It ain't gonna be comfortable for you.
I mean, he's throwing full power.
46 to the legs. That is a new UFC featherweight record.
I'm gonna be setting the pace. I'm gonna have you thinking the whole time you're gonna fight my fight, plain and simple. You know, I obviously shut Max down, you know, both fights.
All right, so here he is, the undisputed UFC featherweight champion, Alexander Volkanovski.
Alexander says, I hope Max is obsessing over the leg kicks because I got more than leg kicks. I got punches, I got takedowns. I got many ways to win this fight.
And you got to dig deep.
Look at this, one kick for Holloway.
When it counts.
The determination of Volkanovski, though, he's really turned up the pressure in the second half of this fight.
That's what champions are made of. I showed the world. That's what it's all about.
Volkanovski makes good on the first title defense, and he is still the UFC featherweight champion.
Volkanovski compte maintenant 19 victoires consécutives. Et il est champion du monde incontesté des poids plumes. Une remarquable réussite pour cet athlète de Nouvelle-Galles du Sud.
I am just a regular bloke from a small town who happens to be the best featherweight in the world, you know what I mean? I'm a world champ. But I wouldn't be where I am without my wife supporting me. My wife from day one has always been incredible, and it wasn't easy. We're living at my parents' house, chasing the dream. You know, we were struggling. But, you know, I finally can give back now. go for a drive. I'll show you around my neck of the woods. A lot of history around here. Let's go. Now, obviously being champion, now having things that I didn't have a few years ago, feels good. I don't usually treat myself with cars and things like that. You know, I never have, but, you know, I'm in a position where I can.
You're going to take her a flight over your local area,
That's what I wanted. I want to show the world how beautiful this place is. The Illawarra.
Looks even better from the air.
Yeah, 100%. It sort of makes me more motivated than ever to do more. The car looks good from this angle, doesn't it? All right, lads. This is my hometown just down here. It's where I live. You know, I want to be able to set my family up for the rest of our lives. The way to do that is to keep winning and keep proving yourself time and time again.
I'll lean it over a little bit. You can have a look at the bit of the rig through the water there.
Oh, yeah, oh, mate, look at that. There you go, world. That's the Illawarra. My beautiful hometown. Thank you. Thanks, mate.
Pendant que Volkanovski réécrit le livre d'histoire des poids-plumes, Brian Ortega reste sur les tablettes. Il passe près de 2 ans à récupérer d'une blessure et à planifier le retour.
We decided to get a whole new team, a better team, and redo this again.
Ortega change tout. Un nouveau gym, un nouveau gérant,
Vic.
De nouveaux entraîneurs.
Let's go.
Et une toute nouvelle approche.
He came from such a raw background of training that he was just tough, and he was never going to quit, and he was going to find a way to win.
Now there's structure, actual structure in my life. Before there was none. Eating right, training right, getting coaching. We all get together, we see the opponent, then we get to work.
Slightly get warmed up. Right back to position, Vic, then inside leg kick and go. Fast, exit quickly. There you go. Better. Brian is the type of athlete that just, you know, you instruct something to him, he absorbs it, puts his own little twist on it, and then goes. Yes. That's it. Keep those visors up, those hands, the whole time. Nothing gets in on you. And the growth is tremendous. 45 seconds now, pick up the speed. Nice. Yes. Nice.
Great structure, great techniques, great coaching.
10 seconds. Good. Nice.
Great planning, and it worked well against the Korean Zombie.
It's a couple of years in the making, but we are finally here.
Finalement, Ortega reprend l'action.
And there's the new look of Brian T-City Ortega.
Dans une finale en octobre à Fight Island, contre un as des KO et favori des foules, le Korean Zombie.
His name came from the way he fights, the way he approaches his opponents.
And of course, Brian Ortega with an entirely new team apart from Henna Gracie. What are we going to see tonight?
He was out 2 years. Nobody heard from him, so I think there was a lot of question on which Brian Ortega is going to show up.
Fight.
How does he come back and rebuild himself? And in that fight, we answered all those questions.
Oh, beautiful. Little touch on the inside leg to stifle the attack of Korean Zombie.
I love those feints that Brian's showing him, right? Showing him at the leg, showing him up top.
Oh! Spinning elbow! Reads him coming in.
That was just a great technique by Brian Ortega and showing how many more tools he has in the toolbox now. He took the time off to get better.
In this game, you take chances. You don't grow in the comfort zone.
Oh, elbow on the break. We're really seeing Brian Ortega take on a second stage of his career.
Alexander Volkanovski, you're the champ. The thought of fighting you is an excitement. I got a whole team, and we're ready, man. You know what I'm saying? Ready or not, I'm coming.
Brian T-City Ortega!
This Brian Ortega looks phenomenal right now. They went to the lab and they recreated.
This kind of performance makes me very excited about him potentially having a title shot.
We saw a new Brian Ortega, and as a guy that lost his title fight prior, right, you want to see advancements in the game before they go back into another championship fight. Tonight, you showed those advancements.
This is the new evolution of what I have to bring to the table. This is barely phase one, though. Me and this team is brand new, and it's going great.
Le poids plume du top 5, Brian Ortega, est visiblement redynamisé après son plus long arrêt en carrière dans l'UFC. Avec une nouvelle équipe qui n'en est qu'à ses tout débuts.
This is me learning how to get better and better and better. If the first one with Zombie showed people that I got better, that was nothing. That was just me, like, as a beginner. Now I'm stepping into a different zone, a different world, and I'm coming back even scarier.
Ortega se prépare maintenant à un combat pour le titre contre le champion Alexander Volkanovski à l'UFC 260. Et il prévoit poursuivre sa série de victoires. Mais l'équilibre est la clé.
What's up, bro? Let's go chillin', yeah? What's up?
Or, Ortega ne gaspille jamais son seul jour de congé du week-end.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All these two?
We try to have some fun on Sundays and build new adventures.
15 with mine, 16? I think we're in. Let's do it. Let's go. And I'm following Gus. Everyone follow Gus.
Sometimes we go low riding. Sometimes, you know, we take about 15, 16 cars and go off-roading.
All right, now the fun's gonna begin. Send it! No, don't be scared, fool. I was scared my first time. Pop your right. If you're scared, go to church.
Exactly, scared, go to church, homie. Or take it out to the back of the pack.
Yeah! Get those slow pokes out the way. I'm surprised you guys trust me with your lives right now. I never even asked you guys.
Favorite part is looking at these obstacles and then trying to figure out how to get up through them. Now that I have a supercharger, I'm just like smash through it. Just say, it. Just gonna ram myself right all the way up to the top.
Watch out with the dip right here. Don't lose your focus.
It's just fun, man.
Easy, there.
Being outdoors, the snow, the mud.
Hey, you gotta do it in reverse now.
Stepping out, everyone's having fun. Everyone has their own adrenaline rushes. Some people almost flipping.
Gus, do I need to bring a toe strap?
Up the mountain we go.
It's a whole little world that's dope, man. It's fun, you know, it passes by time and you have some good stories, hopefully, to tell after the thing's done.
De l'autre côté du Pacifique, le champion tourne son attention vers la tâche qui l'attend. Une défense de son titre à l'UFC 260 contre Brian Ortega. Un aspirant méritant qui se bat dans l'UFC depuis 2014. Des années avant qu'Alexander Volkanovski entre dans l'octogone pour la première fois.
I've had my eye on Ortega for a while. He was finishing a lot of guys.
Front kick, then we'll do Superman next.
his last fight, he surprised me where he did make some changes. He looked like a complete different fighter.
I mean, he looks like a striker. This does not look like a jiu-jitsu-based fighter right now.
But Zombie just let him do his thing. I'm not going to let him do his thing. I'm going to be in your face. I'm going to make you worry about what I'm doing. You have to adjust to what I'm doing. Otherwise, you're going to just be getting pieced up.
Mr. Brian Ortega is very tough. He can take a lot of punishment. His jiu-jitsu is next level. But we're not even worried about that side of it, you know? You know, Brian should be worried what we're going to be doing to him, because if Alex gets on top of him, it's going to be a very hard day in the office for poor Brian.
Ortega entreprend ce combat pour le titre des poids plumes avec les mêmes éléments menaçants en grappling qu'il a toujours eu. Mais à l'UFC 260, Ortega 2.0 en a encore plus.
Yeah. There you go.
I can choke anybody out in the division.
There you go.
But now, I'm the full, well-rounded mixed martial artist.
He's so patient in this fight. He's taking his time. He's slowly chipping away at Zombie.
I have power in my hands. I have speed. I have jiu-jitsu.
Well, they went into the lab and they recreated him, and they improved him.
I'm gonna be dangerous no matter where you take me to.
And this version of Brian Ortega is a problem for everyone.
I'm gonna go after the champ, try to take him out.
T-City back on the mat towards featherweight gold.
Why are you counting me out? Learn to count.
But Volkanovski has done his research.
Man knows the work that he's put in. He knows what he's capable of.
I'm just going to be too much in there. I'm levels ahead, and I'm going to prove that.
He's pushing forward now, throwing everything. The path to featherweight gold still goes through New South Wales.
Ce combat pour le titre des poids plumes ouvre la voie à un combat revanche fort attendu chez les poids lourds. Alors que le champion Stipe Miocic
Who's the best in the world? That is him.
Affronte le puissant Francis Ngannou pour la suprématie des arts martiaux mixtes. C'est un rendez-vous à l'UFC 260 à Las Vegas.